Hey, this is Reddit Stories. I am reading stuff. Today we will be continuing with r/pettyrevenge. Hit the subscribe button if you're new here. Now sit back and enjoy the stories. Won't let us merge? Okay, I'll call you company. Super short story that just happened. My girlfriend and I are driving out east on Long Island to go apple picking. We had to merge right to make a turn and a large moving truck already in the lane would not let us in. We'd pull ahead, signal on and be turning in and the truck would speed up and cut us off. Whatever, they're just being jerks. The car behind them was kind enough to let us merge and we get behind the moving truck. But then we see the driver, college-age kid, in the driver's side mirror pointing and laughing at us cause he got one over on us by not letting us merge. Fine, if you're going to be petty so will I. I called up the number on the side of the truck and informed the company of the unprofessional behavior of their driver on the road. Gave the location and license plate number. They were not happy to hear about their driver, said they would speak to the driver and have cameras in the car and would be able to review and confirm. Pettiness begets pettiness. If you enjoyed this video so far, don't forget to like and subscribe to help us make more videos. Math teacher forgets object permanence and retires. Setting, USA. Me, 6th grade math class. I was a painfully shy kid. I'm nearsighted, and most teachers noticed it. Being able to see the board equals being engaged in learning. Teachers usually seated me in the front of the classroom, and I would do really well. Except for this math teacher. My last name is towards the bottom of the alphabet, and he would only seat us alphabetically. For context, later, he was an older teacher. I ended up in the back of his class. After struggling to see the board, being a non-confrontational child, I wrote him a note on my homework asking to move to the front. I got my homework back at the end of class with a big red underlined "No. Assigned seats only" written on it. I was devastated. I've never been in trouble, and didn't think that it was that hard to switch me around. This is where the revenge plays out. I love to read. I always have. I always had books with me. After being frustrated by not being able to see the board, I quit trying. I would bring out whatever book one was currently reading and just read during class. Nothing was said at first. One day, I was reading in class, and it just got quiet. Like a sudden drop in temperature. It got quiet enough for me to look up. He was lingering next to me, and the whole class was staring. Again, I'm painfully shy. He held his hand out and shouted "book," one-handed it over, and when class was over he had me stand in the front of the class and say I was sorry for causing a disruption. I was too shy to talk, ended up getting an after-school detention for defiance. I was also late for my next class. I always carried my books separate from my binder so I could read while walking to class. The next day, he took my book right out of my hands while I was walking into class. I got it back and by the end of the day, I finished that book. The library had 5 copies of the next book in the series. I checked all of them out. The next day, like clockwork, I walked into class with my nose in the book, and he took it from me. Once class started, and he stopped staring at me, I pulled my next copy out. Eventually he saw it, and he stormed over to my desk. "I didn't tell you that you can have this back. Don't take things off my desk," he yelled. "I didn't," I replied. He turns around, sure enough, there was a book on his desk. And one in his hand. The whole class laughed. The laughter made him even angrier. He walked over to his desk and slammed the book down. I waited for him to stop staring before I pulled out copy number 3. He sees it, and repeat. He takes the book out of my hands, the whole class laughs, and he slams it down on the desk. Copy number 4 is where it got interesting. He sees it, storms over, get up, I grab my binder and stand next to my desk, where he opens it and doesn't see anything. He slams the top down and tells me to stand in the corner for the rest of the class. He adds book number 4 to the pile, and goes back up front. What I didn't know, was that the teacher on the other side of the wall called the principal during book number 4's incident and she was on her way down. I open my binder ever so slowly, it was zippered, and take out copy number 5. Set my binder down, and start reading. He sees me. He is hella mad now. He comes over, screaming at me for disrupting his class. He goes to open my desk, rips the top off of it. He throws my textbook on the floor. He sees my binder, opens it, and dumps the contents on the floor. Right as the principal is walking in the door. She sees him, the papers, me in the corner, and the broken desk. "What are you doing?" He was shocked. All he could muster was, "She has a book," before grabbing me and taking the book out of my hands. She ran over to him, got me loose, and took the book from him. "Are you insane?" He stormed out of the classroom. The principal asked me to come to her office. She called my mom, and I got to go home early. We had a substitute teacher for a few weeks, before he announced he was retired unexpectedly, and yes, I was then moved to the front of the class. I still hate math though. Hit the subscribe button for more daily Reddit content and press the bell icon to get notified when a new video is uploaded. Also, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, it really does help the channel. If you have any ideas, suggestions, let us know in the comment section. See you in the next one.